Hello everyone, Michael here, part-time gamer, full-time dad with another World of Warcraft Too Long Didn't Read guide. I'm going to change up the formatting a bit on this one, so without further ado, the Arms Warrior. An Arms Warrior can excel at single target priority burst but can devastate AoE provided your cooldowns line up nicely. The biggest drawback is that you can often become resource starved if RNG is not your friend. This guide will assume no legendaries and a near full if not full artifact weapon and will focus on single target over AoE. So with that, your stat priority, which the remainder of this guide will essentially be based off of, is Mastery, Haste, Critical Strike, then Versatility. You want to dump Mastery essentially since for arms it's crazy powerful. It will increase the effectiveness of your main damage increasing ability. I know that sounds odd, but it's going to make much more sense by the end. So for gems, you're going to want a plus 200 Saber's Eye of Strength as your first, and plus 150 Mastery Masterful Shadow Rubies in your remaining sockets. Your enchants will be the Mark of the Hidden Satire on your neck for the Nightmare Bolt proc, Binding of Strength on your cloak, and Binding of Mastery on your rings. Your consumables will be Flask of the Countless Armies for the added strength, Potion of the Old War for the bonus damage proc, and the Lavish Suramar Feast. That is of course provided you're in a situation to make use of a feast. If you need cheaper options, the Potion of Prolonged Power and the Nightborn Delicacy Platter aren't too far behind in gain. Also, it's never a bad idea to roll with a few ancient healing potions. For your relics, you're best off going with the highest eye level you can find. If you have multiple with the same or very close eye levels within 5, take Many Will Fall, Precise Strikes, and Exploit the Weakness. These will make more sense once I lay out the talents. So now the meat of this guide, the talents. First up is level 15, which will be Dauntless for the reduced rage cost on your abilities. Sweeping Strikes has its place on sustained AoE fights, and Overpower is strong, but it simply complicates your rotation. Level 30 is going to depend. Double Time will be your go-to pick provided you don't need any crowd control on the ads. If however you do, Shockwave will be your go-to. Stormbolt isn't worth choosing. Ever. Level 45 will be Trauma as it's passive and benefits all of your filler abilities. Both it and Rend are high damage, but one costs Rage and one does not. Pretty big no-brainer. Avatar unfortunately can't compete damage-wise currently. Level 60 will be Bounding Strides for the added mobility. Defensive Stance is a bit dumb because it lowers your DPS, and Second Wind, odds are, won't ever proc in raids or dungeons during a fight due to its long ramp-up time. Level 75 will change your rotation big time. Fervor of Battle will see you using Whirlwind over Slam and has the highest damage potential but can make it hard to manage your rage properly. Titanic Might allows for 100% uptime on Colossus Smash, thus removing the Smash window, making the rotation much easier. Mortal Combo simply isn't worth taking at this time due to Technician resets. With that said, this build will use Fervor of Battle. Level 90 will be in for the kill. Bonus haste, and thusly rage regeneration when you need it most, being during your Colossus Smash, is just too good to pass up. Focused Rage and Deadly Calm simply can't compete. And finally level 100, Opportunity Strikes. A passive ability that gives you a chance based on enemies missing health to just proc off extra damage? Sounds good to me. Anger Management is really only good with the 4-piece tier 20, and Ravager has its perks in AoE as it replaces your channeled Bladestorm with a non-channeled version, which will allow you to Whirlwind while Bladestorming essentially, which can give you huge AoE burst potential, but it's very fight specific. So boom, that's the talents. Now, how do you put it all together? Well, let me tell you. Essentially, the main aspect of the build is to use Colossus Smash as often as you can, followed up by Mortal Strike to consume the Shattered Defenses proc, while using Whirlwind to spend your Rage, which will then proc Tactician and reset your Colossus Smash. You want to use your artifact ability Warbreaker as a fill-in when you have bad procs and Colossus Smash falls off. The only time this really changes is when the boss or ad is sub 20%. At this point, it's the execute phase. At this point, execute will fly up ahead of everything for your damage. So during the execute phase, it's Colossus Smash, execute 2 times to get the Executioner's Precision proc, then Mortal Strike to consume it. Try your hardest to use Battle Cry right before you're about to Colossus Smash for the most damage increase. Also, if it's about to come off cooldown, you can save it for a few seconds to couple it with Bladestorm for a really big damage chunk. So on top of that, there's a couple abilities worth mentioning that should be on your bar just in case, which are Pummel, that's your interrupt, Heroic Leap and Charge, which are your mobility increasing abilities, Die by the Sword, which is damage reduction ability, and Commanding Shout, which will temporarily increase your party or raid's health. If the fight has a lot of ads that die frequently, and you're having issues with healing, Victory Rush can also come in handy, but you will waste a global. Also, quick side note, when AoEing 5+ targets, you'll want to have Cleave on cooldown in order to empower your next Whirlwind. So with that, we're done. Get subscribed for more videos in the future, hit the like button if you liked the video, leave a comment letting me know what you think. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.